Hello, Cancer, and welcome to Intuitive Clarity with yours truly, Allison Nichols. Cancer, as always, this is going to be a general reading for the month of April 2020. So if it doesn't resonate with you, always check out your moon and rising sign as well. All right, and I'd also like to let you know that you can partake and all the other things that I do. The Candle Boutique, which the candles are behind me, some of them. You can click on that link below. That'll take you directly to the Candle Boutique. If you want your own personal intuitive clarity reading, email me on that link below. I'll be happy to set that up with you. Also, if you love the Fairies Journey deck, that link is below as well. So anyway, just click on the links below and that'll take you to where you want to go. The other dog that just appeared, there he is, that's Choco. He is what came out of us being isolated, self-isolation. He was running the streets, and anyway, he was hungry, he was sick, he needed some help, so I have a new dog, Choco, and he is feeling much better now. All right, and of course that's Watson behind me. All right, so let's see what's going on with Cancer 2020 for the month of April 2020. Of course, we'll do numerology, clarification. All righty. See what we got going on here. 6. All right, Cancer, you have the energy of 6 pulling through for the month of April, which is kind of a cool energy. You're like right just a little over the middle of it, right? Because it's 1 through 9. So basically, this is a good time where you kind of start to decide, what direction you want to go in. And it could be with one particular thing, or it could be just in general your whole life, right? You a lot of looking back and thinking about how things have been over a period of time and what you want to keep and what you want to throw out. It's kind of a decluttering of your life is what it is, okay? Which is something good that you could be doing while you're self-isolating as well, Cancer. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we have going on for April. Clarification here. Okay, Cancer. So, well, we start off with week 1 with my 9 of Pentacles, but she is reversed. And straight up, she's total abundance, right? She's got more than enough. A bit showy too in a way, but it's reversed, and I have the travel card here, or your ship is coming in, and this could mean financially, or it could be like your ship is coming in, or it could be travel. All right, with this big money card up here being reversed, it almost appears as if there might be a bit of a loss of money on week 1 for whatever reason. It could be if you had booked a travel plan, you might be losing some of the money, which shouldn't be right now because you can't travel or you're not supposed to travel. But it could be that, or you just lost being able to go. It could just be that you don't get a refund right off the bat if it was over travel plans that you couldn't any longer take advantage of, if it's about that. But if it is actually about finances, it could be that there is a bit of a loss of money that first week. But because this is such a big card, I almost feel like you're still going to be all right. Week 2, I do get some emotional information coming forth here. And it is about finances. So there could be a bit of emotionally not so fabulous news around finances on that second week. It could be that maybe your company, if they just now said, okay, we're shutting down, and you need, this is what we're giving you, or this is what you need to do in order to get paid. So it could be a bit of a disappointment around finances and how that money is coming in on the second week. Week 3, I do get the devil reversed, and then I get the shepherd not moving. Be careful on week 3 of April, because it might be real easy to, because you're bored, right? It might be real easy to go back into um, something that you had basically given up before because you decided it was no longer good for you, whatever that might be. Could be chocolate, could be gambling, don't know, right? But either way, it does appear as if you might want to be careful that third week so that you don't fall into bad habits again, all right? Also, on week 3, if it's not about that, on week 3, it could also be that this particular thing that we have out there, I can't say it because then they demonetize your video if you say the word. So, or even part of it. So this bad entity that we have floating around the whole world is keeping you immobile this third week. All right. Week 4, I do get some type of a committed relationship. All right. And I am believing that this could be one of two things. You could be finding out that perhaps one of your children are getting married. Okay. With my page of fire. It could be around, or you knew your child was getting married, and this just tends to be the focus around week 4, where perhaps you're trying to figure out how to plan around how everything is going, trying to put some things into perspective around it. Or it could be that there is something going on here with some type of non-conventional committed relationship, which would be, not a marriage, but it could be your job. If you employ people, it could be your workers, the people that you take care of. It could be week 4 looks like it could be centered around that. So let's keep doing clarification and figure it out. Definitely something, I believe, around money that week 1. Yeah, I think so. All right. So week 1, I've got my 9 of Swords, which is about worry. Okay. So this is basically this loss here, or not being able to, has caused you to have a bit of worry, might keep you up at night, or, it's just something you're needing to come to terms with. But either way, you're having some trouble with I believe, trying to figure out how to make up the difference. Week 2 is an imbalance. All right, I've got my Temperance reversed, and it's right on top of this Bear too, which is about finances and about information coming to you. All right, so this is definitely something that is going on the second week. It could be that, from week 1, you did learn this information, on week 1, or you thought that it could be that's how it was going to be. If you thought you were going to get so much money, um, you know, through being furloughed, or the company was going to do something for you, it could be end up where it doesn't really balance out. It's not as much as you thought it would be. So it's still there. It's just not as much as you would like. And this is something in week 3 that you've been working on or working towards. So this whole not being able to move forward, it looks like this is something you've been working on for a while, or at least trying to cultivate. So this is definitely financial, I believe. So whatever it is that, and it could also be that you have the ability to pull in resources that you had stockpiled. So like if you need extra money, I believe that you might even be able to find it where you have put money away, something like that, which could help you be a little bit more fluent in week 3. Week 4 is not being able to move forward. I get my 6 of Swords reversed. So whatever this committed relationship is, it's at a standstill. So if where you work hadn't shut down yet, um, it could be that, it's around week 3 and 4 that everything is at a standstill. So the last men standing within the job is told, okay, we're just shutting down. So everyone can self-isolate. So it could very well be that it's just at a standstill. It's not gone forever, because these two are very positive cards. It's just at a standstill. Now there again, if you were helping someone plan a wedding, you could catch a roadblock as far as maybe booking the venue or something like that on week 4. All right. Let's do one last clarification card here. Week 3, I almost do believe that if you're, where you are employed or where you do employ folks, if you own it, I almost feel that's about the time that it's actually going to shut down, where you can't necessarily come into work. Or it gets scaled back quite a bit or something. Yeah. So I do get the lady here. All right. So you're definitely worried about what is happening up here on this first week, but I actually see, there's a bit of calmness about it too. So if you were just starting to get the news that this is what if it's about work, this is what your company was planning on doing, and you're just starting to get the news on this first week, you could actually, there's a calm part about it too, because you know that it's for the best. This is actually a good omen in week 2. So even though it feels a bit out of balance here, because this is a really big card to have, there is actually a good backside to it that I believe you're just not seeing yet. So, it could, whatever this news is up here, it is a bit emotionally, I believe, upsetting, or, you do feel a little sad perhaps about it, with my bear being reversed and feeling, out of balance. It's actually a good thing. So keep that in mind. If you are receiving some emotionally, negative information that second week, it might throw you off your game for a minute, but in reality, Cancer, it's actually a good thing. So, take that advice for what it's worth, but that's what I'm catching there. And then I do get my rider my third week, and see, you're already plotting and planning about the future here, week 3. So it's not going to bring you down for a long period of time, is what I want to say. You actually already start to dream a little bit and plot and plan for the future in week 3, even though you feel like you might be stuck. All right. Um, if you have been like self-isolating for a while, it could be that this week 3 and 4 of April is when things start to kind of feel lonelier for you also. But use that time to start planning out for the future, because this isn't going to last forever. We are all going to go back to work, and everything will start to move forward. All right. So start to plan, start to think about what you'd like to do when that happens. On week 4, all right, I do get my birds reversed. This is usually my gossip card here. So, but it's also communication. It's chatter. It's talk. This is not being able to go anywhere, and actually physically go somewhere to talk to somebody right now. I think you're starting to feel perhaps a little lonely. If that's the case, dang, if that's the case, then, definitely pick up the phone, check in on all your loved ones. If this is about work, you're just not at work anymore talking to all those folks, right? So week 4, you might just be feeling a bit socially isolated, clearly, but it might be starting to take a toll on you, perhaps, if you've been doing it for a while. So just be prepared for that. There again, go back to week 3 and start planning for the future, because it's coming. I know it's slow depending on what country you're in, but it is coming. So we will be going back to normal. That I do promise. However, it's a bit of a trying time right now, I'm sorry to say. So that's what I have, Cancer, for the month of April. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed doing it for you. Like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the things. You want to partake in any of my stuff, just the article, I'm just going to post all the links that you can find me on. I write article, I do all kinds of stuff. So anyway, until we meet again in May, Cancer, I'm always sending loving energy your way, and I want you to have a fabulous April. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.